Hi, I'm Anjy, and today I'm going to be telling you whether or not you should end your relationship. Is it over, or does it deserve a second chance? If the only reason you want to stay with your partner is because you love him, then just stop this video. Just stop this video right here and break up with him. Like, dump him now. Just end it, right? Because love is not enough, okay? But if there are other reasons why you're debating whether or not to stay or go, then keep watching. Here are 5 things you should think about or ask yourself before you end your relationship. Number 1, if what you're fighting about now, if the reason you're clicking on this video now is the same thing that your first fight, your first ever big fight was about, then just text. You don't even need to see him. Just text him now and say it's over. Because guess what? It's the same thing you're going to keep fighting about forever. Don't even bother trying to fix it. If your first ever fight was on this same issue and that's still the reason you're here, girl, come on now. Let me not direct this only towards the girls, the guys as well. If you're fighting over the same thing over and over and over again, it's never going to change. If you don't want them the way they are now, just end it. Just leave, pack your shit and go. Number 2, when you speak about your partner, how many buts can you count? How many buts do you notice in your sentence? Oh, it's really nice. I swear it's really nice. Like, yeah, it hits me, but it's really nice. He says he loves me, but he cheated on me. Girl. It hits me, but he buys me flowers the next day. Girl. She says she loves me, but there's that one guy best friend that she always dance with and, stays out really late with and tells me not to worry about. How many buts can you count? When you speak about your partner, how many buts are there in that sentence? Because guess what? You know the reason you're here. And you know what? Let me not even say that, because sometimes we can be confused, okay? Being confused does not mean the relationship is over. Being confused alone does not mean you should leave. But when you speak about your partner, how many pros and cons are there? How many more cons are there than the pros? How many more does does the disadvantage outweigh the advantage? Because you know the answer to that. Do you want to keep saying but when you speak about your partner? Oh, I'm sad, but he made me sad, but he hurt me, but girl, enough with the buts. Just leave, just go already. You love him, but does he love you? Exactly. Pack up your shit and go. Number 3, and this one takes a bit of self-reflection. Check yourself right now. Are you the problem? Before you dump this guy, ask yourself, am I the drama? Because okay, let's use me as an example. The 2 relationships I've been in, right? The 2 relationships I've ever been in, I've ended it when I was PMSing. I'm a little bit shy to say that. A little bit embarrassed, but I ended it because I was just hormonal. I was just overwhelmed with my emotions and I couldn't take it anymore. Now, do I regret my decision? No, not at all. I don't regret it one bit. But in that moment, the reason I broke up with them, was it because I was actually ready to break up? No, I was just overwhelmed. I was just in my feels. I was just filled up with so many emotions. So go and check your Flow app tracker now. Go and check your period tracker and just make sure you're just not getting ahead of yourself. Make sure you're not the problem. Make sure you're not overreacting. Make sure that you're just not, in over your own head and just taking things a little bit too serious, more than it is to be serious. So check yourself and ask yourself, am I the drama? Am I overreacting in this moment? Am I overwhelmed for whatever reason? I don't believe in breaks. I don't like breaks in relationships. But this is one where you can take a break. Not a break from the relationship, but a break from yourself. Take a break from your own self, okay? Give yourself some space. Give this overwhelming feeling some space. And then see if it dissipates. See if it goes away. See if you're just in a mood right now. See if you're just in the wrong side of your cycle right now, okay? Before you make any huge decisions, just let it lay to rest. Lay it to bed a little bit and then come back to it. Take a break from the drama and then come back to it with a clearer head, with clearer emotions, and then see if you still feel the same way. Number 4, think about a man in your life right now that you absolutely fancy. A man that you just see and you're just like, ooh, this guy is fine, is hot AF. Think about a really attractive guy. Now think about him being into you too. You could be in a relationship and still find someone attractive. That's not a crime, right? As long as you don't act on it. So let's just play, let's play a game right now and just think about him being attracted to you and actually telling you that. Think about this Jack guy coming to you and saying, Anjy, I know you've got a man, but I've just had all these feelings. After all these years, I just had to say something. And this guy is fine. This guy is not just ordinary fine. This guy is like, yeah, top notch kind of fine, right? Would you be tempted? Would you be tempted not because, someone finds you attractive, not just that immediate gratification because, yeah, someone thinks I'm cute. Would you be tempted to start afresh with someone new? Just the thought of just like leaving it all behind. Is it tempting to you? Does that tempt you right now? Is it like, I think it would actually feel good to just start all over again with someone new? Is that the feeling you're getting? Or are you saying, my man? Are you thinking, no, go away, Jack. No one's like my man, Brian. They say on the Girls Bathroom podcast, is Brian still the one? Even after Jack wants you, even after Jack thinks you're the one, do you still think Brian is the one? Is the only reason you're staying with this guy or this girl is because you have no options? Is lack of options the reason why you're still holding on to this bullshit? Because you think you can't find any better. Well, when someone better approaches you, is that tempting? Does that make you waver? Does that make you want to just up and go? Think about it. Now, the final one, and this is the ultimate test. Picture this. You've come home from dinner with your friends because, they're gathering with you to try and get you out of your feels because you just ended your relationship, right? They're trying to make you feel better. So you guys have gone out to dinner, you've had a few drinks, but now you're home alone by yourself. It starts to sink in. Oh my God, I may never see Brian again. Oh my God, I'm alone. Oh my God, I just ended my 10-year relationship. Oh my God, what have I done? How does that feel? First, try and get through that immediate, fear, because it is fear. Try and get through that immediate fear and anger and shame and pain or whatever the emotion may be for you. Try and get through that immediate feeling, that overwhelming feeling that has just come over you. Try and get past that feeling first. Now, multiply that by 100 because that's what it's going to feel, not in your make-believe drama. That's what it's going to feel like in real life. 100 times, maybe 1,000 times worse than that. Can you get past it? Do you feel like you can survive this? And no, I am not an advocate for staying with someone because you're scared to lose them or because of the pain of the fear of the heartbreak. No. But it's one thing to be like, yeah, I can live without this guy. It's one thing to be like, yeah, I can live without this girl. It's one thing to be like, yeah, I can find better. Can you really? I'm not trying to shade anyone, but can you really? Is this guy really? Is it that bad? Is this guy that bad? Ask yourself that question. Is it really worth all this heartbreak you're going to go through? Isn't this something you can work on? Isn't this something that you can, see a relationship therapist about? Do you really want to go through all of that pain? It's one thing to think you can, it's another to actually do it. When you're thinking of breaking up with someone, you've made up all this story in your head about how you can, how you'll be able to deal with it, how you would hang out with your friends more, spend more time with yourself, and how you would like all this freedom, all this time back with yourself, and all of that story we tell ourselves to just kind of get the courage to do it, right? But in reality, you think you can do it because you still have that person emotionally at the back of your mind. You may have taken a physical break from them, but you still have them. It's one thing to act like it's over, and then it's another thing to have it actually be over. So think about that. Really, really think about that. Will you actually, of course you'll be okay. You will get over it. You will die. Maybe people have died of heartbreak before, but chances are you will survive, right? But all of that pain for what? If it's something you can work through, if it's something that you can walk through, then do it. I think this generation are just, we're so very quick to everything, including me. We're quick to just up and leave whenever things get hard. But can you work through it? Can you just try a tiny bit better? I'm sure this is not what you expected from this podcast. I'm sure you're thinking, I'm going to say, just leave him, sis. Like, dump him. And usually I say dump him. But again, this generation, we're very quick to dump. We just want quick gratifications. Maybe slow it down a little bit and take a step back and really think about it. And if you're still unsure, here's one bonus tip that will surely help you make the decision. If someone could do this, just snap their finger and take away all the pain and all the heartbreak that you're going to feel after the relationship ends, would you choose that option? Would you say yes to that psychic or that witch or whoever it is, the sorcerer? Would you say yes to them being able to click their finger and just take away all the pain. And then you skip to the good part when you're no longer in pain, no longer hurt from this breakup. Would you choose to skip to the point when you're completely over this guy? Or do you still want him? Think about it. Because if you can, snap away all of the pain and all the heartbreak that is making you scared to end this relationship, and you still want to be with them, then that's your answer. Because most times when people don't want to end a relationship, it's because they're scared or fearful, or they think they're going to be hurt and they're not going to be able to get over it. So if you know for sure that you're going to be able to get over it and you still want to be with them, then be with them and stop kidding yourself. Stop watching those videos. Just get back with him already, okay? Or if you haven't broken up, just stay with him already. All right, bye-bye.